California says Subway can be sued for misleading customers by saying its tuna products are 100% tuna. Remember last year there was a suit that claimed Subway's tuna products lacked tuna and contained other fish, chicken, pork, or even cow products? Well, testing done at a UCLA marine biology lab found 19 out of 20 samples contained no tuna DNA. The judge said Thursday it's premature to accept Subway's claim that non-tuna DNA might be a result of cross-contact with other ingredients. And a guy in Florida has been arrested after a wild pursuit.
Unusual is probably a better way to put it. The Okaloosa County Sheriff's Office say the man hopped on a lawnmower when deputies approached him. Turns out it was stolen, and the chase was on. Authorities then intercepted the man who threw the John Deere Speedster right into high gear. They tased him before making the arrest. Sheriff's Department say that the man had a long list of charges, including grand theft. And it's not the first time the man has had a run-in with the law. He made a getaway from deputies earlier this year by diving into a swamp after they wanted to talk to him about a stolen boat. Andrew Caravella, KFI News.
Coming up, we'll take a look at your drive with it's Jeff Baugh starting now here at the bottom, but first it's sports with Wayne.
The 2022 Major League Baseball All-Star Game has Dodgers Mookie Betts, Trey Turner, Tony Gonsolin, and Clayton Kershaw on the roster. The Angels' Mike Trout and Shohei Ohtani made the Midsummer Classic game as well. Tickets for the game that takes place at Dodger Stadium are available at allstargame.com, brought to you by MasterCard. As for those Dodgers, they face the Cardinals today in St. Louis at 4:45. Mitch White is starting. You can hear it live on AM 570 LA Sports. And the Angels get the Astros at 6:38 with Noah Syndergaard on the mound at Angel Stadium. I'm Wayne Resnick, KFI Sports.
SoCal weather from KFI. We've got a sunny day ahead, not quite as warm as it was yesterday. So highs today are going to be right at 70 at the beaches, upper 70s right at 80 for Orange County and Metro LA. And it looks like we'll just be in the upper 90s for the valleys in the IE and stay that way for the next couple of days. From the Southern California Toyota Dealers Traffic Center, let's go places and say good morning to Jeff Baugh checking out the 101.
Well, good morning right back at you, Jennifer. Yeah, indeed, the marine layer wins here this morning. Well, let's tackle the 101. If you are leaving Thousand Oaks, Calabasas, going over to Encino, good morning. Thanks for letting us ride along. Drive is good. Hopefully it'll stay that way for a while. Now, I do want to caution you about a problem that's a little farther to the east. This is the two left lane transitions going east 101 to the east 134. It's a tough spot. Might have a lane block there, and it's almost full speed approaching, so please do be careful. Back to the East LA interchange, always a busy spot going north 5, west 60 to the west end. It's slow out to about Robertson, kind of the normal stuff. South 605 off to a rather slow start from about Washington down to the 105. And a heads up if you're driving, well, the North 5, the Golden State Freeway, coming away from the East LA interchange, going up towards the 110. To the left side of the freeway, we're getting word of a fire starting, so might be a little of a distraction going by with the fire department smoking and all that. But north of the 110, things are good. KFI in the sky. Hope to get you there faster. I'm Jeff Baugh.
Home prices and home equity are at all-time highs, but that won't last forever. Before the Fed hikes rates again, and they said they will, convert your home equity to cash, pay off high interest debt, or create a safety net for the unexpected with a strong home equity loan, HELOC, or cash-out refi. And Strong Home Mortgage can close in as little as 21 days. Call 1-800-CASH-OUT or visit 1-800-CASHOUT.com. 1-800-CASH-OUT. Your equity unleashed.
Strong Home Mortgage LLC, NMLS number 1675638. Loans made or arranged pursuant to a California financing law. Regulated by DFDI. Loan subject to qualification. Equal housing lender.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids.
Donate your car today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car, running or not, can be picked up as soon as the next day. No title? No problem. With gas prices at all-time highs, now's the time to donate.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
With your donation, you'll receive a tax deduction and vacation voucher, so donate today.
Santa Monica Buick GMC, serving Cadillac Buick GMC and Chevrolet customers. Shop online or in-store for your next brand new or GM certified pre-owned vehicle. 1717 Santa Monica Boulevard, your EV Hummer headquarters. Santa Monica Buick GMC.com.
Summer is here. Be sure to keep your family and loved ones safe from infection while you enjoy your time together. Visit your local COVID clinic and get a PCR or rapid result test. Visit one of their safe and clean facilities near you. Life is for living. Book a test at covidclinic.org to keep the party rolling. covidclinic.org.
Prop 27 generates hundreds of millions of dollars every year in permanent funding for permanent solutions to homelessness, mental health issues, and addiction in California. Prop 27 does it by taxing and regulating online sports betting for adults 21 and over, with strict protections for minors and mandatory audits to ensure the money is spent effectively to reduce homelessness and help the most vulnerable people across our state. Prop 27 also generates funding for every single California tribe, including small, disadvantaged tribes who don't own big casinos. That's why homeless service providers, bipartisan local leaders, and California tribes all say yes on 27. Ad paid for by Yes on 27, Californians for Solutions to Homelessness and Mental Health Support, a coalition of housing and mental health experts, concerned taxpayers in digital sports entertainment and gaming companies, committee major funding from Betfair Interactive, USCBA, FanDuel Sportsbook. Why won't a plumber just tell me what it costs to unclog my drain over the phone? Is it that complicated?
No, it's not. It makes no sense at all. They obviously have a price.
Whoa, you've got a nice aroma. Who are you?
Mike Diamond, the Smell Good Plumber.
Will you tell me how much to unstop my drain?
$99.
But you haven't seen it.
Don't need to. Doesn't matter if it's a kitchen sink or a mainline sewer stoppage. The Smell Good Plumbers at Mike Diamond will unclog almost any drain for $99.
Almost.
Yeah, there are a few exceptions, but you can read all about them on our website before you call. Just go to thesmellgoodplumber.com.
Wow, you're like up front and everything. I just called a guy named Bubba who wouldn't tell me anything.
No Bubba's here, ma'am. Just professional plumbers who show up on time, smell good, and unclog drains for $99.
Call us, 1-800-446-MIKE. Contractor license number 399170.
Hi, I'm Edwin Rios. We all know that water for LA is in short supply, and when you really think about it, water is important to everything in our lives. We need to do whatever it takes to conserve this resource and keep our waterways clean. Here are some simple ways to do just that. Adjusting your sprinklers and timers can save hundreds of gallons of water a year. Batter up, Angelinos, to protect and conserve our water. To learn more about my journey with water, visit waterforla.com.
I'm Susan Owen. If you have been injured in any way, call us at 888-OPO-WIN.
For official rules and more information about contests on this station,
Go to KFIAM640.com/rules. KFI AM 640.
KFI AM 640 Handle here on a Tuesday morning, July 12th. Forgot to tell you that Handle on the News this morning is brought to you by the Lemon Law experts at Knight Law Group. If you think your car might be a lemon, call 844-43-LEMON. And I suggest you call sooner than later, unlike me, coming in late with the sponsorship. Because your lemon may rot if you wait too long. Call 844-43-LEMON. Okay, here we go. More Handle on the News. Jennifer, Wayne, me.
And Japan is mourning former Prime Minister Shinzo Abe, who was assassinated on Friday during a campaign speech. Funeral happening now.
Yeah, it's heartbreaking. A couple things. First of all, 9 killings a year in Japan, give or take. That's the average. That was last year. There's no such thing.
You mean firearm
deaths.
gun related?
Yeah, gun related. And this guy who killed him, it was a homemade gun.
Yeah,
because guns are almost impossible to get. So, and he was beloved, honest. He was known as Honest Abe. Did you know that? No, he actually. How's it spelled?
Yes, but no. Yes, it is the way you think. No, he was not known as that.
Okay.
Where did you get that?
I made it up.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, here's something. You might not know this guy's name, but you're going to know this when I play it for you. Monty Norman. Might not know his name, but he is the composer who wrote the James Bond theme song. He's died at the age of 94. And if you look at some of the other things that he did, he actually wrote all these different songs for British rockers. Cliff Richard, Tommy Steele. He did stage musicals, Make Me an Offer, Espresso Bongo, Songbook, and Poppy. And then he got hired by the producer of the very first James Bond film, Dr. No, to come up with the theme song for it, and that's where we have this from today.
Yeah, interesting factoid about this is that he had actually already written the piece.
Yeah, it was like, here you go.
For another, another song, or actually a musical, and he just grabbed it and said, how about this, baby? And look what happened. And 94 years old, good for him.
Yeah.
Good for him. It's a life well lived.
Well, I don't know if you remember that 10-year-old kid in Florida who was arrested for making a threat against the school and was somewhat infamously, very publicly perp-walked during his arrest. Well, he was perp-walked again into court where he pled not guilty to making this threat. And now the defense is saying there was never a threat at all, that here's what happened. He sent a friend a text saying that he had scammed someone out of money, and with the text he included a stock image of guns. Then later he texted, get ready for Water Day. Water Day is a school-sponsored event. So authorities said, oh, we're looking at guns and we're looking at get ready for this school event. That's a threat against the school. And he's saying the Water Day thing had nothing to do with the previous thing. Yeah. We still have the problem of why is he sending pictures of guns? Also, why is he talking about scamming someone out of money?
But is that a real threat? The point is that you have to connect the dots. Had this been a real threat, I am going to shoot up the school, there will be a killing, I am pictures of guns. That's one thing, and I think even if he's 10 years old, I think the perp walk is appropriate only to truly blow this up, as pardon the phrase, as publicly as possible, to let know that we take it seriously. But this one, I don't know. I mean, there is just too much doubt here, and it's still a 10-year-old kid.
And see, I looked at this, though, as the perp walk part of it is that other 10-year-olds are going to be like, wow, did you guys see that?
No, could be.
You
Never
know,
thought of that. Yeah.
I don't know if they're going to flip it like that.
Yeah, I don't know. Good point. Hadn't thought of that.
All right, speaking of seeing things, holy cow, have you guys seen the pictures of U.S. Olympian Kim Glass? Her face, after she got attacked by this homeless man in downtown L.A., she broke a bunch of bones in her face after he hit her with some sort of metal pipe, I guess. And so she said that she was on a lunch date with a friend in the area, and she said this guy looked at me with some pretty hateful eyes, and as I turned to go tell my friend, I think something's wrong with the guy, maybe he's going to hit a car or something like that, he took this big metal bolt, like a pipe, and hit me right here. She's showing where he hit her in the face. She said it happened so fast, hit her in the eye socket, around the bridge of her nose. If you guys saw her eye is swollen shut. I mean, there is nothing. You can't. It's incredible video. But anyway, she said that bystanders held the guy down until the cops showed up at the scene, and he's since been arrested. He's a 51-year-old man and booked for assault with a deadly weapon.
Oh, if you're, well, you know what, do you want to, let's take a break and then talk about a little advice for people who want to scam the workers' comp fund.
Yeah, and especially as if nobody knows who you are either. Do it under the radar. Of course, that's a good way of doing it. So we'll be back. Finish up handle on the news. Let's check in with Jennifer live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom.
The Biden administration reportedly is talking about possibly lifting its ban on selling offensive weapons to Saudi Arabia. The International Olympic Committee is considering banning Russia and Belarus from the 2024 Olympics in Paris. And today marks 60 years of the Rolling Stones. On this day in 1962, the band took the stage for the first time at the Marquee Club in London. We'll get a look at your drive on the 60 in just a moment.
If your business has 5 or more employees and you manage to survive COVID, you are eligible to receive a payroll tax rebate of $26,000 per employee. And this is a refund of taxes. This isn't a loan of any kind. The challenge getting your hands on this money. It's complicated, tons of red tape. It's a federal bureaucracy. So I suggest go to getrefunds.com. They're the ones that are going to do this for you. They are specialists in this little-known payroll tax refund program. They don't charge up front. As a matter of fact, their charge is a percentage of the cash that they get back for you. It's a contingency arrangement. And businesses of all types can qualify. Those who took PPP money, nonprofits, even those that had increases in sales. They got my business a 6-figure refund. The average client in this program is $250,000. Go to getrefunds.com, click on the Qualify Me button, answer a few questions. That's it. And they go to work. Getrefunds.com, getrefunds.com.
From the Driveway.com Weather Center, we've got a mostly sunny day ahead with highs from the low 70s at the beaches to right around the upper 90s inland. This report is brought to you by, I forgot my paper, Staples Stores. From the Southern California Toyota Dealers Shopping Center, let's go places. This time just taking us to the 16th.
You've got just a little heads up for you now for you're approaching East LA, actually, which is where the West 60th Garfield is. But a lot of activity up to the shoulder. Fire department's been called for, so be careful coming off the hill at Paramount. Now, Studio City, Toluca Lake area, earlier last week, toward East 101 to East 134. This happens a lot with 911 calls, but the location is different. It's actually South 170 at Riverside. That's before the transition to the East 134. That's where the crash is, and that's why you are backed up from Victory. If you head into Studio City, get off the East Laurel Canyon. It's wide open all the way down to the 101. KFI in the sky helps get you there faster. I'm Jeff Barr.
Staples has everything you need for school at prices that won't hold you back. Right now, Crayola 24-count crayons and 4-inch family school are just 50 cents each. Plus, 1-inch binders are only $1.99. In-store only, offering 7/16, minute 30. Don't send your kids back to school. Send them forward at Staples.
This report is sponsored by SaveOurWater.com. A little mulch goes a long way. Mulch reduces evaporation and saves water. Use it especially around your plants and trees. Visit SaveOurWater.com for more water-saving tips. That's SaveOurWater.com. Let's all do our part. Save water, save California. Hey, kiddo, you ready to catch that movie?
Almost. Wally, time, cheese, nuts. Yep, all set.
That's not required, is it?
No, but it's gonna be busy and crowded, so I'll feel better with it on.
Sleep right? Here's opening night. Let me grab mine.
Nice! You'll pass the vibe check, Dad.
Wearing a mask when it can help protect you and others is just one way to keep each other safer. Brought to you by the California Department of Public Health.
Ladies and gentlemen, Top Chef Fabio Viviani has arrived! And now, the top 7 reasons to visit the marketplace at Morongo. Number 7.
Prime Cup is open. Steakhouse meats and Brazilian churrasco.
Number 6.
Pescado is open. Try the seafood tower and oysters on the half.
Number 5.
The Kiru is open.
Number 4.
Pork and Waffles is open. The best barbecue this side of the Mississippi.
Number 3.
Mercado Central is open. It's unrivaled, innovative Italian fare.
Number 2.
Sweet Things is open. Sweet treats for the biggest sweet teeth.
And the number 1 reason to go to the marketplace at Morongo.
The marketplace is open. It's an elevated all-you-can-eat casino dining experience you've got to try today. The marketplace is open.
Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. Morongo. Good time!
Manuel Lopez here, and Save California's water starts with a few simple things in and outside your home. And you know the Lopez family is doing what we can do to help. Like, did you know fixing water sprinkler leaks can save 27 to 90 gallons of water per day? Or that adjusting the sprinklers to water plants and not pavement helps a lot. Let's do this, Kelly, and make water saving a way of life. Find more water saving tips you can use at home. SaveOurWater.com.
Bad news, water restrictions are here. Good news, Rough and Tough Turf is your answer. You're going to save money on water and gardening bills, and Rough and Tough guarantees it'll pay for itself within years. Call Rough and Tough Turf right now and ask about the KFI Spring Special. You're going to get a free demo and $1,000 off. 818-403-3581. 818-403-3581. 818-403-3581 or the website, roughandtoughturf.com. That's RUFF, the letter N, TUFF, TURF.com. CSLB 1030514.
Enjoy deep freeze savings on ice cream at Whole Foods Market. Take 25% off ice cream and frozen treats through July 19th, while supplies last. Plus, Prime members save an extra 10%. See more on the Whole Foods Market app. Millions of kids in America depend on the meals they get at school. When school's out for the summer, many of those meals disappear. Kids and teens can get free meals right in their neighborhoods, provided by local schools and community groups. To find the nearest meal site for your children, just text the word food to 304-304 or go online to nokidhungry.org/help. No questions asked or registration required. This service is made possible by No Kid Hungry.
More adults. We're going to make decisions that adults make. Those will make bad decisions. But the ones making really bad decisions, like the guys that are running away from the cops, there's no amount of PSAs in the world that are going to help those guys. Not stop with the preaching. Damn. It really is irritating. These people come on the news and tell you what to do every single day. Every day they tell you what The Tim Conway Jr. Show.
Just shut the F off.
Weeknights at 6. Nobody listens to those PSAs. Nobody. On KFI.
KFI AM 640. Bill Handel here. It is a Tuesday morning, July 12th. We continue with the show. As a matter of fact, we finish Handel on the news with Jennifer, Wayne, and me.
Yeah, and if you're going to commit workers' comp fraud, don't be a semi-notable actress. Her name is Kriyanka Kilcher, and she's been in several shows and movies. And a couple of years back, she was working on a movie, Dora and the Lost City of Gold. She hurt herself. I think everybody agrees she did hurt herself. And later, she came to doctors and said, you know, I can't work. I've been offered roles, but I can't work because of this injury. And she started getting temporary full disability benefits. However, here's the problem. They discovered soon enough that just before she went to the doctors and made this claim, she had finished working for several months on the television show Yellowstone. Which, Bill, I think you like that show.
I like it very much. There's two questions that I have. Number one, I'm very bad at names and characters. What character did she play on Yellowstone? Do you know?
I don't. That one.
That helps. And the other thing is, here she is filing or accused of filing false workers' compensation applications. Does she not think that anybody in workers' comp department actually watched Yellowstone?
I don't know what she was thinking other than she did the work on Yellowstone first and then made the claim, and so in her mind, maybe it was like, I was okay to work on Yellowstone, and now I'm not okay to work.
It could be. It depends on when she was hurt. That makes sense.
But it doesn't look good when the injury is from several projects.
Yeah, that is absolutely true.
Well, she turned herself in. She self-surrendered, and she...
not much was going to happen. It's a misdemeanor, and... but it depends on... No, it may not be, because it depends on the amount.
Well, she got $96,838. That's a chunk. They say.
If she pays it back, then what?
It helps.
It'll look good. It doesn't erase the fraud. No.
It's a lot of mitigation.
Okay, another show that I know Handel is super into is The Real Housewives, specifically of Salt Lake City. Isn't that your favorite?
First of all, a bunch of Mormons are Real Housewives. It just doesn't work, does it?
Have you seen... Oh,
the cast is so big.
Oh,
thank you.
I see. Very good.
And there are a lot more husbands, or a lot fewer husbands. A lot fewer husbands. But in any case, I mean, I've never watched any of those shows.
Well, I haven't watched this one specifically, but I know about this woman, Jen Shaw. She pleaded guilty to running this big telemarketing scheme. She's 48 years old, and she admitted to a judge that in 2012 she started participating in this massive telemarketing fraud. For about 10 years, prosecutors say it cheated thousands of people nationwide. She even said, I knew it was wrong and many people were harmed, and I'm so sorry. And she said she knew that she was teaming up with other marketers and marketing products that would be sold to people with little or no value, and many of the victims, according to the U.S. Attorney's Office, were vulnerable and elderly.
So, Wayne, I have a question here. So this is a case of something that we know about backwards and forwards. She carries a possibility of up to 30 years, which of course no one ever does that. She pleads guilty and agrees to the prosecutor's recommendation that goes between 11 and 14 years. I'm assuming that, number one, the judge can ignore that, unless the judge agrees to it. And is it closer to 11, is it closer to 14, or what are the circumstances? Because you look at the amount of money, and you look at the victim.
You must look at the amount of money, and you must look at the victims to see if you have what they call vulnerable victims, which would be generally either very old people or people who for some other reason are considered particularly susceptible to the crime. Well, we don't know who they were going after, so but that's all on the table. And they're talking about an agreement to pay $9.5 million in restitution, so that's a big dollar amount in terms of a high sentencing guideline.
How many people actually have the ability to pay the kind of restitution that they demand?
He might.
Does. Yeah.
He actually might. But no, usually no. People don't. They steal millions, they squander it, they get to court, they don't have anything anymore. Wow, a mom in Russia has been arrested. The charge? Offering to sell her baby to pay for a nose job. They have not released her name, but she was taken into custody on suspicion of human trafficking. They say she wanted a nose job, she didn't have the money, so she took her baby and met with somebody else and said, I will give you this baby for about $3,200. It's 200,000 rubles. And handed the baby over with a waiver for the rights of child document and got a down payment of $360. And then 4 weeks later, I guess it's like a layaway, except you get the baby up front. Anyway, so she came back and got the rest of the money, and somebody had tipped off the authorities, and there you go.
I'm not going to try to debunk the thunder, but have you seen the size of her nose?
Handle.
Stop it. Stop it.
Jason Middleton just pointed out, too, did you guys see that, there's the zone?
Well, it's just from the meow desk. It appears she did not manage to have her rhinoplasty when she got her mugshot taken.
Oh,
No, Jen, when are you on vacation? Because I'm already getting a feeling about these two together.
I mentioned that to Jason earlier. I'm like, you two are going to be a mess.
As far left as she goes in the picture, the nose still isn't completely photographed.
It's a baby. It's a little baby.
The baby is going to be fine. The kid and this woman doesn't deserve to have the baby anyway.
Well, I'll agree with that.
That's a fair point. That's a fair point.
Because she takes up all the oxygen in the room.
Oh my goodness.
Lord.
Let's just move on.
Let's end with number 19 because I would like to pour some rain on this man's happy cloud right now.
Bill, a couple of items at Costco. Food courts are going up in price, but not your precious hot dog combo. In fact, the CEO of Costco was asked, "Are you have any intention of raising the cost of the hot dog?" And this was his answer. The entire answer: no. However, a soda is 10 cents more now on its own, 59 to 69 cents if you just want a soda. And the chicken bake gets a full $1 price increase.
And I love the chicken bake. But
it's getting to be one of the pricey Costco food sections.
Well, you still get that hot dog and the soda refillable for $1.50. It's been that way for 30 or 40 years.
Obviously, at this point, that is a loss. They lose money, and they're willing to continue to lose money. I like the fact with the hot dog, you also get all the onions you can crank.
We are done. Coming up today, the January 6th hearing, yet another one, and I'll explain what's going on, why we really should pay attention, even though we all know it's going to happen. This is KFI AM 640 live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
You can listen to KFI everywhere, like you haven't noticed.
KFI.
And KOST HD2.
Los Angeles and Time.
Live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
Are they linked? I'm Jennifer Jones-Lee live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom. 2 fatal shootings in Orange County could be tied to a string of 7-Eleven robberies across Southern California. Santa Ana Police Sergeant Maria Lopez says a killing at a 7-Eleven in Brea and another in Santa Ana happened about 20 minutes apart.
We are obviously trying to figure out the potential of them being all related. So that's something that we can say that the suspect appears to be the same suspect in our case.